sign this under this wonder kid that Alonso is interested on. That's boy from I think Leverkusen. Now my question is that where is that boy going to fit in? Because the boy is a left winger. If I'm not mistaken, the boy is a left winger. And due to what I'm hearing concerning Morgan Rogers is going to operate on the left side. He's going to operate on the left wing. Elena, good evening. How are you doing, Elena? How are you doing, Elena? I really? Why did you say so? Why did you say so? Why did you say so, Elena? So as I was saying, this this boy that Alonso is going for, this is under 21 boy. As in, where is that boy even going to fit? Where is that boy even going to fit in our system? Where is he going to fit in? Because the boy is a left winger. The boy is a left winger, and we already have two left winger now, which is Morgan Rogers and Jimmy Gittins. Now, if we buy that boy from Leverkusen, which is a left winger, where is he going to play? And the way I'm seeing it, if we actually sign the boy, because Chelsea are actually serious about the boy, if we end up signing the boy, if we end up signing the boy, as in, I think we are going to sell Jimmy Gittins. That's just it. If we end up signing that boy, we are going to sell Jimmy Gittins because that's the only way it will make sense. That's the only way to make sense. The boy is a left winger, and Alonso likes the boy. If the boy comes to Chelsea, then we might sell Jimmy Gittins this season or next season. We might sell him. We might sell Jimmy Gittins. Really speaking. So I don't, because personally for me, I really wanted Jimmy Gittins to at least have another season at Chelsea. Let's just see what Jimmy Gittins is. Well, let's just see what he can do because Jimmy Gittins' first season was not that good. I think he registered 5 goals and assists last season. Jimmy Gittins, the guy registered 5 goals and assists last season. So let you let us see how it goes because the way everything is going, Jimmy Gittins might leave Chelsea this season. I mean, this upcoming season or next year. That's just it. Because if Alonso gets, because some people are suggesting that if we buy the boy, we should loan him out. We should loan him out. But we don't even know yet if the boy is going to be in Chelsea's first team. We don't know yet if the boy is going to be in Chelsea's first team. And talking about this lacrosse deal, even personally for me, I'm even tired about. I'm tired about the deal because I keep on seeing the same news, the same reports every day. But I think Chelsea are actually getting more serious about the guy lacrosse. I think Chelsea are, and they are just one step away from completing the deal. They are just one step away from completing the deal. So let's just expect. Let's just expect here we go. We should be expecting here we go from, let's just say, from now till this week. We are going to sign lacrosse from now till this week. And I think because Chelsea are actually going for, I don't know if Chelsea are still serious in John Stone, but personally for me, I don't rate John Stone. Even as a backup, I don't rate John Stone. John Stone have passed his prime. So what do you think? Okay, Mr. Eric, what's up? Mokaya, Mr. Mokaya, how are you doing? How was your day? So, like I was saying, I could because the way everything is going now, Chelsea are actually moving faster in the transfer market. We are moving faster in the transfer market because we're about to get Lacrosse any moment from now. We'll get the guy because according to report, we're in the final stage of Lacrosse. So we'll get the guy. That means the guy is going to be in our preseason if we get him. And who should even be our backup? Because if we sign two centre back, if we end up signing two centre back, then I think I think Josh Achapong is going to leave Chelsea because there is no way Achapong can have game time at Chelsea if we sign two centre back because Chelsea sees Achapong as a centre back, and right now we are going for Lacrosse. We are going for Lacrosse, and if we go for Lacrosse and still go for another, even if we go for Lacrosse, Josh Achapong won't still have any game time. The boy won't still have any game time because Lacrosse will be a starter, and even if Lacrosse want to like get subbed off, IS 70 to 80 minutes. Okay, Mr. Arishia, we need to see those closed friendlies. Okay, if you're talking about Chelsea's friendly match, if you're talking about Chelsea's friendly match, Chelsea preseason will start on the 28th. On the 28th, that means 5 days from now. 5 days from now. I think on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, Chelsea preseason will start on Tuesday. And the way I'm seeing it, I think Chelsea have already started traveling, which is tomorrow. So expect to see, especially watch our preseason on Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday. So like as I was saying, I don't think Josh Achapon can stay at Chelsea if the boy knows what is good for him. If Josh Achapon knows what is good for him, the boy should leave Chelsea because the boy is still very young and he needs more game time. He's not he's not even going to make Alonso's first 11. Then what is the need of staying at Chelsea? Why not why not push for a loan? They should just push for a loan. Josh Achapon should just push for a loan. That's the way I see it. The boy should push for a loan because it doesn't make any sense if Josh Achapong it doesn't make any sense if Josh Achapong actually end up staying at Chelsea and being on the bench. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, Mr. Eric, Caicedo will be benched on those preseason. Why do you say so? Okay, because they did not return on time. Well, not all preseason. Let's just say the first two preseason match, Caicedo will not be available. But due to the gap of the preseason match, because I think our preseason match, I think it's 4 to 5 preseason match that we have. Because we are going to play AC Milan, we are going to play Sydney Wonders, then one other club like that. We are still going to play Juventus. We are going to play Tottenham Hotspurs. So before all those matches, I think Caicedo would have been training with I think Caicedo would have been training with Alonso by then. Because I think from next week, Caicedo will resume. We arrive in the preseason from next week. The guy will resume. Okay, even Jackson. We are not sure about Jackson yet because Aston Villa are highly interested in Nicolas Jackson. Aston Villa are highly interested in Nicolas Jackson. Now they just got Aston Villa just got Garnacho now, and I think they'll be going for Jackson next. They'll be going for Jackson next. So we can't tell. We can't tell if Jackson will stay at Chelsea or if he will even be apart from Chelsea preseason. Okay, Wales Fodi, are you a Chelsea fan? Yes. I'm a Chelsea fan, brother. What about you, Mr. Will? What about you? Are you a Chelsea fan? All Chelsea players should resume by next week. Not all. People like Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez have 3 week holiday. Enzo Fernandez have 3 week holiday. Enzo Fernandez have 3 week holiday, and I think people like Juriato, Caicedo will return on time. But Enzo Fernandez, on the other hand, to take him time. Not all the Chelsea players are not going to resume at the same time. All of them are not going to resume at the same time. They're not going to resume at the same time. That's just it. So as I was saying, it doesn't make any sense if Josh Achapong still stay at Chelsea. The boy needs to go out on loan. Josh Achapong needs to go out on loan because there is no space for him to play. Achapong needs to be playing full 90 minutes. Achapong needs to be playing full 90 minutes back to back for him to stay on shape. But if he's even acting as a backup, is not good for his development. He needs first team football. So Chelsea should loan him. Chelsea should loan Josh Achampong. Chelsea should loan the boy. That's just how I see it. Chelsea should loan the boy. Okay, Mr. Eric, Bako needs to resume. Yes, he will resume, but I don't know when he will resume. I don't know when he will resume. And sincerely speaking, I don't even know if Alonso will use Valentine Bako. I don't even know if Alonso will use the boy because I don't think Alonso rates the boy as a midfielder. I don't think so. I don't think so because Alonso is going for a new midfielder. So if Valentine Bako comes, he might just if he come on time. If Valentine Bako come on time and participate in our preseason, he might get some game time and play some matches. But when it comes to the Premier League, I don't think Alonso will use him at all. I don't think so. Okay, Mr. Eric. Jimmy Gittins keeps scoring on those hidden matches at Coban. Yes. Jimmy Gittins scored today. Jimmy Gittins scored today in a closed door match. I think Jimmy Gittins, Joao Pedro, and one other player. There were three. Those are just warm up match ahead of preseason. But that one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter. That doesn't matter for now. So as I was saying, concerning our transfer target, I don't think signing Bruno Gomes is a good idea. I don't think signing the guy is a good idea because yesterday in my live stream, I was discussing about signing Chelsea hijacking Bruno Gomes from uh, from Arsenal because Arsenal are about to submit 70 million. They're about to submit 70 million, and Newcastle might also reject. But I don't. I won't. It won't make sense if Chelsea actually hijack that deal because the guy is 28 years old. The guy is 28 years old. Next 2 years, the guy will be 30 years old next 2 years. And signing a player for a huge amount of money because Newcastle are demanding Newcastle are demanding 100 million. Newcastle are demanding 100 million. So I know that Bruno Gomes is good, but that guy is too that guy is too expensive for his age. I wish the guy was at least. I wish the guy was 23 to 24. Yes, I would have said that money, that price tag is reasonable. But Bruno Gomes is 28, and Newcastle are putting 100 million on a 28 years old player, even if he's an elite midfielder. At least 60 to 70 is okay, but that money is too much. It won't make any sense. It won't make any sense if Chelsea hijack that deal from Arsenal. It won't make it. Let Arsenal pay the 100 million and get the player. Let them continue buying midfielders, because right now I think Arsenal have Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Ebere Chieze. Those are the midfielders Arsenal have currently now, and they are still going for Bruno Gomes. So let them go for the midfielders. Let them go. I don't even want Chelsea to adjust. Let us go for, even if we want to go for an 100 million midfielder, let's go for a reasonable, young, vibrant player. Because for the next 5 years, Bruno Gomes will be 30 something. His resale value will keep dropping, all those stuff. So it's a bad idea. Okay, Mr. Eric, domestic cup lineup: right back Palestra, CB Josh, CB Sir, left back Gusto. All these players that you are just mentioning is not going to work. Oh, Mr. Eric, is not going to work because Gusto Gusto is not in Alonso's plan. Gusto is not in Alonso's plan. In fact, Chelsea want to sell Gusto. So I don't care if Gusto return to preseason or not. I don't care. Gusto is not in Chelsea's plan. And Josh Ashapong and Mamadou Sarr. Chelsea want to loan Mamadou Sarr to a Premier League club. They want to loan Mamadou Sarr to a Premier League club. They want to loan him to a Premier League club. So he's not staying at Chelsea. And I don't want Josh Ashapong to participate in any Chelsea preseason. We should loan the boy. We should loan the boy and give him game time. Okay? Or CB Fofana Tosi. Okay? Fofana Tosi. Okay. Since it's preseason, we can start using all these players. We can start using these players. But Tosi, on the other hand, Tosi is going to be a bench warmer next season. Tosi is going to be a bench warmer, because you can't tell me that Tosi is going to bench Lacrosse. Tosi is not going to bench like Tosi is going to remain on the bench throughout the entire season. If Tosi does not find a way to leave Chelsea, if Tosi still chooses to stay Chelsea, the guy, is, as in Tosi is going to, as in Tosi is going to, like, that guy is going to remain on the bench. That guy is going to remain on the bench. Okay, Mr. Eric, the problem is midfield. Yes, that is what Chelsea are kind. That is what Chelsea are about to sort out now. Because yesterday, Chelsea are still in the market for a midfielder. So Chelsea are actually moving quietly. Chelsea are moving quietly. You can clearly see how we were quiet about Morgan Rogers' deal. It was a surprise. We were we were swift and quiet about Morgan Rogers' deal. And I think that is the same thing we are going to do. I think that is the same thing we are going to do on our midfield. Okay, Mr. Picasso, this was hiding. Okay. Okay, Mr. Okay, I told you France will lose. Okay, Mr. Eric, Dario and Lavia are not good for Moyo backup. No, Caicedo backup is Dare Sugo, but Romeo Lavia on the other hand, if Romeo Lavia play preseason, the guy might get injured. The guy might get injured. So Romeo Lavia, let's just count Romeo Lavia out. Romeo Lavia is just there to fill space. So even if Romeo Lavia start preseason, we all know how it's going to end for Romeo Lavia. We all know how it's going to end for Romeo Lavia. We all know how it's going to end for Romeo Lavia. He's going to get injured, and if he gets injured, it will take him 6 months to recover. So that is it. So the only reasonable backup is Dare Sugo. Isugo is the only reasonable backup. Okay, Mr. Park, I told you France will lose. I do not remember when we discussed that. I don't remember. Or was it in my comment section? Okay. Mr. Parks, Chelsea will be relegated within 5 years. The way I'm seeing this guy, Mr. Parks, is not a Chelsea fan. He's not a Chelsea fan. And if you're a Chelsea fan, shame on you, Mr. Parks. If you're a Chelsea fan, shame on you. And if you are not a Chelsea fan, you must be an Arsenal fan or a United fan, because those are the fan base that normally come to my comment section. I normally see Arsenal and Man U fans come to my, especially Arsenal fans. So if you're an Arsenal fan, Mr. Parks, if you're an Arsenal fan, Mr. Parks, then you don't have shame at all coming to my comment section and telling me that Chelsea will be relegated. We can never be relegated. Before next 5 years, Chelsea will win another trophy. That's just it. Before next 5 years, Chelsea will win another trophy. Okay, Alonso will be sacked by Christmas. Alonso will be sacked. Sincerely speaking, Mr. Abdullahi, this Mr. Parks have a serious issue. The guy have a serious issue, I swear. Elmala, Elmala, how is he going, Mr. Elmala? How is he going? I didn't later see Mr. Elmala on my live stream at the end yesterday. I think he just stayed for like. I think Elmala stayed for like. I think 20 to 40 minutes. Mr. Elmala, you did not stay long yesterday. Hope all is well. Hope all is well, Mr. Elmala. So, Mr. Eric, deal done or not? No, the deal is not done. If it's lacrosse, the deal is not done. Nothing yet. But Chelsea are in the final stage. Nothing done yet concerning lacrosse. Nothing done yet concerning lacrosse. Just on the final stage. Just on the final stage. Okay, Jeremy Nice is active on the live stream now. Jeremy Nice is active on the live stream. Okay. How are you doing, Jeremy Nice? Uh, how is it going on? How is it going on your side? How is the work today? Hope everyone is fine there. Okay, Mr. Omala, lacrosse, here we go. Lacrosse, here we go in 9 minutes. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure, Mr. Omala? Are you sure? How sure are you? How sure? How sure are you? Okay, all good, Tega. Okay. Nice having you on the chat, Gemini. Mr. Abdullahi. Mr. Abdullahi, I think this is the first time. This is the first time seeing you on my live stream, Mr. Abdullahi. By the way, Mr. Abdullahi, where are you chatting from? Mr. Abdullahi, where are you chatting from? This is the first time I'm seeing you here. This is the first time I'm seeing you here because there is one other there is one other Abdullahi on my live stream. But I think you are the second. You are the second Abdullahi. So where are you chatting from? And you're asking me, are we going to hijack Bruno Gomes from Arsenal? I don't I'm not sure. I don't know yet because Chelsea are quiet. You can clearly see that the way we were quiet on Morgan Rogers. You can clearly see that Morgan Rogers deal was a very surprising and swift deal. That is the same way Chelsea are quiet on their midfield target. But I don't want Chelsea to go for Bruno Gomes. I don't want Chelsea to go for Bruno Gomes because Bruno Gomes is 28 years old. The guy is 28 years old and he's too expensive for a 28 years old player. I know that the guy has quality. The guy is very good, but at least Newcastle are overpricing the guy. They are overpricing the guy 100 million. Even today, Arsenal want to submit 70, but Newcastle will still reject it. A 28 years old player. By next 2 years, the guy will be 30 years old. By next 5 years, the guy will be 33. So it doesn't make any sense if we hijack the deal for 100 million. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Personally, for me, I don't want us to go for Bruno Gomes. That money is too much. It's too much. Okay. Gemini's work is great now. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Bruno G ain't happening. I don't even want it to happen in Gemini's. I don't want that deal to happen. At least let's go for another target. Let's go for another midfielder. Gemini's. Bruno wants Arsenal. Yes, he wants Arsenal because Arsenal submitted 70 million today, and Newcastle are planning to reject the money. They're planning to reject it. So let Arsenal go for the guy. I don't even know what is Arsenal obsession with midfield because right now Arsenal have Odegaard, they have Zubimendi, they have Declan Rice, they have Eberichi Eze. These are four midfielders. Four midfielders. And they want to still add Bruno Gomes to it. So let Arsenal go for the midfielders they want. Let them go. I don't care. Okay. Arsenal are poor. Well, I won't say they are poor. It's just that I don't know. Arsenal poor because Arsenal does not spend. They don't spend money that much in the transfer market. They don't spend money that much. They don't spend money that much in the transfer market. They don't spend money like Chelsea. They don't spend money like Chelsea. Is Arsenal poor? I'm not sure they are poor. They are just too money conscious. Arsenal are just money conscious. That's what I think because I don't think if you are doing banter or if you are doing banter, then you might say that they are poor. But realistically, I don't think Arsenal are poor. They are just money conscious. That's just all. Okay, Jeremiah, I want Scott or Wharton. I prefer Alan Scott. I prefer Alan Scott than Adam Wharton. I prefer Alan Scott than Adam Wharton. But I don't know why Bournemouth are using the deal to as in, I don't know why Bournemouth don't want to accept 64 million. Just bring the boys. Just imagine. I wish Bournemouth accepted, bro. That means we would have been seeing here we go yesterday. We would have been hearing here we go yesterday. Quiet deal. But Bournemouth rejected Chelsea offer. They rejected. Mr. Eric, we need to hijack the deal to show them how rich we are. Okay. I know that yes, yes, but this is beyond, like I said before, it will make sense so because I love seeing Chelsea torment Arsenal. Because I love what we did to Arsenal concerning Morgan Rogers. I love what we did to them. But Bruno Gomes, we should let Bruno Gomes go. I wish it was somebody like Alex Scott or maybe Adam Wharton. Yes, I'll say that Chelsea should hijack the deal. Chelsea should hijack the deal. So I don't. Bruno Gomes is a bad idea. He's too expensive and he's 28 years old. Okay, Mr. Eric, what about Namcha? Namcha is 100 million price tag player. 100 million price tag, and the guy is currently injured. If I'm not mistaken, Namcha is currently injured. He got injured in the World Cup. Namcha is 100 million price tag player, and I think he plays at Borussia Dortmund. The guy is currently injured, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremy is the ending is shit. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean, Jeremy? What do you mean? Jeremy, you are using language. Jeremy, you are using language. You are using language to chat with me. Which language are you even using? Which language are you even using there? Okay. Kamavinga. Kamavinga. I don't think we can get Kamavinga. I don't think so. I don't think Chelsea can get Kamavinga. I don't think so. I don't think Chelsea can get Kamavinga because the guy is not that kind of reliable. Kamavinga is not that reliable due to his the guy injury record. Due to Kamavinga injury record, I don't think Kamavinga is reliable. Mr. Eric, I don't think Kamavinga is reliable. Okay, Gemini, I watched Namcha in the FIFA World Cup. It wasn't impressive, to be honest. Okay. I don't personally for me, I don't rate the guy. I don't rate the guy, and his price tag is 100 million. I won't even consider him a midfield target for Chelsea. I won't consider him a midfield target for Chelsea. Jeremy Nice, Kamavinga level has dropped, plus he is injury prone player. Exactly what I was saying. The guy is an injury prone player. The guy is an injury prone player. So we should be getting reliable player, injury free player. We need players like Caicedo, because Caicedo hardly gets injured for Chelsea. That's the kind of player we need. Injury free player. We don't need players that will come and get injured, come and get injured, come and get injured. Okay, Gemini, Chelsea won today. We won 3-0 to Bromley. Yes, I think Jimmy Gittins score. Joao Pedro also score. Then I think one of our academy players score. Indoor match. That is actually a warm up for preseason. That's actually a warm up for preseason. Okay. That's actually a warm up for preseason. So guys, what's your thought on this? The way I'm seeing it, we might sell. Okay, yes. My bad, my bad. A mega score. I think we might sell Jamie Gittins. So in the nearest future, we might sell Jamie Gittins because Chelsea are going for that young boy at Leverkusen. Chelsea are going for that young boy at Leverkusen, and that boy is a left winger. That boy is a left winger. If we end up getting that boy, if we end up getting that boy now, then that means Jamie Gittis might actually leave Chelsea. Yes, yes, yes. That Karim. If we get that boy, Jamie Gittis might actually end up leaving Chelsea. Jamie Gittis might actually end up leaving Chelsea because we can't have three left wingers. We can't have three left wingers on the. We can't have three left wingers on the match. So I think Jamie Gittins will have to. Jamie Gittins will have to go. I think Jamie Gittins will have to go. Okay. So yeah, the boy is like Kvaratskhelia. The boy is like Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, 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 yeah. The boy. When I watch the boy is good. The boy is good. And since Alonso wants the boy, who am I to say no? So Jamie Gittins days will be numbered at Chelsea. His days will be numbered at Chelsea. Yeah, if we get the boy. Okay, Omala. Elmala. Gittins will be a backup. Backup for who? He can't be a third backup now. Remember, Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers will be starting. Morgan Rogers will be starting. Then maybe the boy will be a backup. The boy will be a backup. Okay, Gemini is Stega. How much is palm wine in your place? Palm wine. Sincerely speaking, Gemini, I have no idea. I have no idea because the place I'm staying right now, there is no palm wine here, and I don't have idea. This one you're asking me about palm wine, Gemini. Do you want to, as in, are you looking for palm wine? This one you're asking me about palm wine. T, what's your thoughts on Rogers? Okay, Elmala, what's your thought? Rogers is a very good signing, and I want the boy to I want Morgan Rogers to start as our left winger. Even reports say that Alonso is going to use him in different roles because Morgan Rogers can play multiple roles. He can play as a false nine, he can play as a number 10, play as a left winger, still play as a right winger. So we are going to use the boy in multiple positions. We are going to use him in multiple positions. Morgan Rogers is a versatile player. I like the boy. He can dribble, he has stamina, he can press, and he can score goals. So I like Morgan Rogers, Miss Omala. I like Morgan Rogers. Okay, Gemini is Gittins left wing. Okay, Gittins is left wing. Okay. Then what about Morgan Rogers? Morgan Rogers is also a left winger now. Gemini is Rogers 10, Palmer 10. I don't think we signed the boy 100 million to be a bench warmer. The boy is going to start. But I'm curious to see how Alonso is going to use Morgan Rogers. I'm curious to see how Alonso is going to use Morgan Rogers. Okay. Jimenez, Estevao, Giovanni Quenda, left wing. No, that is not possible. That is not possible. Estevao is a right winger now. Quenda also stated that he loves playing on the right. That means Quenda loves playing as a right winger. So I think yes, I think both of them. I think both of them. I think both of them will be our right wing option. Both of them will be our right wing option. Both of them will be our left wing option. Estevao and Giovanni Quenda. But I sincerely want, I want Estevao to be a starter under Alonso. I want him to be a starter under Alonso because he won't. Mr. Slamy the Goat, Palmer Estevao Quenda. Okay. Now these three players can play. Palmer can play as a right winger and play as a number 10. Giovanni Quenda can play 3 to 4 different positions. Giovanni Quenda can play as a left and right winger. He can play he can play as a wing back, he can play as a number 10, and he can also play as a false nine. Generally speaking, Quenda role at Chelsea is kind of a mystery because I don't even know how that guy is going to fit. Maybe he might be a super sub. He might be a super sub, yes. So Mr. Salam, Mr. Salim, where are you chatting from? This is the first time I'm seeing you on my live stream, Mr. Salim. Where are you chatting from, Mr. Salim? The goat. Okay, Gemini is Neto would be sold for sure, for sure, for sure. Neto will be sold, and Chelsea are not going to sell him cheap. Chelsea are not going. If I could remember, I think we bought Neto. We bought Neto 65 million from Wolves. We bought Neto 65 million from Wolves, and since Chelsea stated that they don't want to sell him cheap, since Chelsea said they don't want to sell him cheap, Chelsea might sell the guy maybe 70 to 75. Might sell him 70 to 75. Normally, me personally, I want Neto to leave. I want Neto to leave because the guy does not have any place at Chelsea anymore. Estevao is there, Quenda is there. So there is no space for him. Even in our left wing, Morgan Rogers is there. Then Jamie Gittins and this boy we are interested in Leverkusen. So Neto have no place at Chelsea anymore. Neto does not have any place at Chelsea anymore. Okay. Mr. Salim, Quenda can play as a wing back. Yes, yes, he can do that. He can do that. But we don't know which place Alonso is going to use the boy. We don't know yet. We don't know where Alonso is going to make use of him. Okay, Mr. Salami, the lab Tosi Disasi out. Yes, yes, for sure. But Tosi, on the other hand, Tosi is going to stay. Tosi is going to stay because Alonso wants to keep him. Alonso wants to keep him, but Dilap, Disasi are going for sure. And don't be, you guys should not be bothered if Tosi ends up, if Tosi remain at Chelsea, because if Tosi, if Tosi stay at Chelsea, if Tosi stay at Chelsea, the guy is going to be a regular bench warmer because Tosi cannot bench Lacrosse. Tosi cannot bench Levi Cowell. And those two people will be Chelsea starting centre backs. Those two people will be playing match regularly. So Tosi, the only thing Tosi can do is to watch Chelsea match from the bench, just to come to match and warm the bench, go back home, train the next day, then match day, still warm the bench. That is what Tosi is going to be doing next season if he does not leave. Okay, Mr. Narish Renson, I have read and watched you on YouTube. Thank you for your amazing work. Much appreciated, Mr. Renzi. Um, thanks for the compliments. Thanks for the compliments. And I think this is the first time you are coming on my live stream. Mr. Renzi, where are you chatting from? Where are you chatting from, Mr. Ramsey? Okay, you see that I want Neto Enzo out. Yes, 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 yes. Same as me. We are on the same page, sir, Mr. Ramsey. I still want Enzo to leave because Enzo Enzo have already lost his position at Chelsea. Even if Enzo Fernandez decide to stay at Chelsea, he will not be a starter. Enzo Fernandez will not be a starter at Chelsea because we are going for a midfielder now. If we get a midfielder, we are not getting a midfielder to stay on the bench. We are getting a midfielder to be a starter, to partner with Caicedo. So if Enzo Fernandez still remain at Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez will be a backup. Enzo Fernandez will be a backup. He won't have that first team football anymore. So that is it. I still want Enzo Fernandez out. And Mr. Salim, you're asking why Enzo. That is it. That is the reason why. Even if you don't want Enzo to leave, your Enzo Fernandez is not going to remain at the same anymore because England are not going to take it lightly with him. Some Chelsea fans are not going to take it lightly with him. And Alonso, on the other hand, is going for another midfielder. So that bridge has already been destroyed. That bridge has already been destroyed. So Enzo Fernandez remaining at Chelsea will just be like that Garnacho situation when Garnacho left United and came to Chelsea. Even when Garnacho left United and came to Chelsea, other fans were still booing Garnacho. When we were playing in the FA Cup, all those Lincoln City, those people were booing Garnacho. Even away fans were booing Garnacho. That is the same situation Enzo Fernandez is going to face at Chelsea because Enzo Fernandez have actually showcased a bad personality in the World Cup due to all the issue that have been going with Enzo Fernandez and Chelsea, the Madrid escalation and the rest. Enzo Fernandez have paint himself as Enzo Fernandez have used a bad image to paint himself for England. Because if you could remember, Enzo Fernandez scored the winning goal, I mean the equalizing goal against England, and he did that celebration. That celebration, he did that celebration. Yeah. So and England on the other hand, and he's playing for England. He's playing for Chelsea. Chelsea is an English club. So England fans, England citizens won't forget what Enzo Fernandez did. I know that is a celebration, but that celebration goes far. It goes far. So Enzo Fernandez are born or bridge. So if he still choose to stay at Chelsea, then he's going to get a lot of backlash. Backlash. Jeremy Nice, Rogers, JP, Esteval, Palmer, 10. Yes, yes, yes. We have many number 10. But all of them as I want all of them to be a starter. Joao Pedro as our striker, Esteval the right wing, Kopama as our number 10. Then we are good to go. Okay, Renzi, you are from Kenya. That is nice. That means you are my second viewer from Kenya. My first viewer from Kenya is Mr. My what is it again? I normally Mr. Eric Mokaya is my first viewer from Kenya. So I think you are my second from Kenya now. I think Mr. Eric told me that in Kenya, you guys normally pass your time is ahead of my time with 2 hours. And I think right now it's getting to and I think right now in Kenya it's getting to I think it's 11:18 in Kenya right now. Okay. Okay, Gemini is one time. I don't understand you, Gemini. What do you mean by one time? Okay. Gemini is day ships. Okay. It's bad. I'm going to have to do it. Okay. I think Enzo is toxic to the team. He lost confidence from fellow players and even captaincy. He won't be doing his best with Chelsea at. Sincerely speaking, the guy have already burned the bridge. The guy have burned the bridge. Even if normally I see you see this Enzo Fernandez situation, that's why in life you need to be mature upstairs. You need to be mature upstairs. What Enzo Fernandez is doing, he's not doing Chelsea. Oh. He's not doing Chelsea. He's not even doing Chelsea fans. He is doing himself more harm. This for those Chelsea fans that are blind concerning Enzo Fernandez. Some Chelsea fans are blind towards Enzo Fernandez. They don't see what Enzo Fernandez. They only see Enzo Fernandez's talent. They don't see the damage he is causing to himself. It's not matter of having talent. Talent without discipline is distraction. Talent without discipline is look at Garnacho for example. Garnacho is talented, but he lacks discipline. Look at Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is talented, but he lacks discipline. Look at Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is talented, but he lacks discipline. These are talented players that lack discipline. If you have talent and you lack discipline, you can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. Okay, you are in the you want to leave Chelsea. You want to leave Chelsea. Okay, fine. Since you want to leave Chelsea, peacefully tell the owners that you want to leave. Then the owners will sort out a club for you because Chelsea is best known for sorting out clubs for players. Instead, Enzo Fernandez singularly went to the public and declared his interest on Madrid. Madrid is not interested in the finals. So he was one declaring his interest to Madrid. How does that even make any sense? Is that how player move from clubs to club? Even his senseless agent Pastore still went ahead and pushed the narrative forward. Madrid have to step in and quench. Madrid have to step in. Madrid have to step in. Even Madrid stated that they respect the relationship they have with Chelsea and they don't want anything to do with Enzo Fernandez. They respect the contract that Chelsea have with Enzo Fernandez. That means they respect Chelsea a lot because Madrid know the kind of quality players they have gotten from Chelsea. They have gotten Eden Hazard. They have gotten Antonio Rudiger. They have gotten Thibaut Courtois. Then they have still gotten Marco Corella from Chelsea. These are solid, as in Madrid value the business, the history they have with Chelsea. For Madrid to come outside and issue a statement and say that they respect Chelsea, bro, that means Enzo Fernandez have gotten too far. Enzo Fernandez and his agent have gotten too far. And Chelsea fans, on the other hand, are not even happy about all those things because Enzo Fernandez is trying to prove that he's bigger than Chelsea, which is a big insult to the fan base because Enzo Fernandez is highly respected in Chelsea, highly respected, highly loved. In fact, we don't even see Rich James as a captain. We see Enzo Fernandez as a captain. We see Enzo as a captain. And nobody even asked Enzo Fernandez to leave. He was the one that requested to. Okay, now Enzo Fernandez is in the World Cup. Fernandez is in the World Cup. They ask you, how do you see your future? You say that I don't know, that we are going to see. As in to mention Chelsea is just too difficult for Enzo Fernandez. To mention Chelsea is just difficult for him. But guess what? When they ask Enzo Fernandez wife, how do you see your future? You and your husband's future. Are you guys going to remain at Chelsea? His wife only made a statement that she gave birth to her last child in London, and London is their home. Is that too difficult for Enzo Fernandez to talk? But it was too difficult for Enzo Fernandez to say. It was too difficult for Fernandez to say. So that is it. And due to everything that have been going on, and Enzo Fernandez, even if Enzo Fernandez come back to Chelsea, things won't be like before. The guy have caused a lot of damage, and no club want to go for Enzo Fernandez. No club is even showing interest. Even if Chelsea put 120, club are not even trying to put 50 or 70. No club is even showing interest at all. No club. So the guy just stuck at Chelsea. The guy, Enzo Fernandez, have turned himself to an hostage at Chelsea. He used his hand to put himself in a cage at Chelsea. Okay, Jeremy is can so go, can go. Okay, you guys are speaking Kenyan now in my comments, in my live stream. Akutu Scott is a baller. I hope we get him. Well, sincerely speaking, I still hope we get him, Mr. Akatu. I still hope we get the guy. But this one that Bonamont is rejecting our offer 61 million. I mean 64 million. They are rejecting the boy. They are rejecting the offer. They don't want to sell the boy. And the boy want to come to Chelsea. So let's see how it's going to go. Let's see. Okay, it's 11-18. Yes, yes, yes. 11-18. That is true. That's true. 11-18. That's very true. Okay. Mr. Renzi, the young man from Bayern Leverkusen can do better work than Neto. Plus, he is younger. I believe with game time, he is a gem. His physics suits to Premier League. Yes, but we have already replaced Neto. Remember, we have already replaced Neto because Neto plays at the right. Neto plays at the right, and Estevan and Quenda plays at the right too. So we have already replaced Neto. We have already replaced Neto. And in the left wing, we have Morgan Rogers, we have Jamie Gittins. And if we bring this boy, we have three people operating on the left wing. We have them operating on the left wing. Yes, we have three people operating on the left wing. Yeah, Jeremiah, the boy is very talented. The boy is very talented, Jeremiah. The boy is very talented. Okay. Okay, looks like Emmanuel Mega have now scored 2 goals in 2 games in our close door match. The guy have scored Emega have scored 2 goals. The guy have scored 2 goals in our closed door match. But really speaking, I don't see Emega being a Chelsea player next season. I don't see him. I don't see him being a Chelsea player next season. I don't see Emega being a Chelsea player next season. Really speaking. Now, you guys have been talking about signings. Let's talk about our current players. As in, how do you guys see Cole Palmer next season? As in, looking at everything that have been going on and the training, the back-to-back training, and as in, do you guys think Cole Palmer will gets back to his best next season? Do you guys think Kopama will get back to his best next season? Let me know, guys, because Kopama is a very important figure at Chelsea. Oh. The guy is very important. And if Kopama sits up and improve, then that would be a very good thing for that would be a very good thing for Alonso because we need a fully active Kopama because sincerely speaking, last season was actually one of the worst version of Kopama. Last season was very worst. I think Kopama missed two penalties last season. Kopama missed two penalties last season, and Kopama was kind of a liability in the number 10 spot. His momentum, his drive, his urgency, everything was about Kopama was just down last season. Everything about him was just down. So I really want to see Kopama improve under Alonso. I really want to see the guy improve. And if Kopama does not improve next season, then Morgan Rogers might actually end up benching Kopama because we have Kopama replacement now. We have his replacement, which is Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers can play as a 10. So if Kopama is still very lacking next season, then Morgan Rogers will just step in. So I don't want to see Kopama drop form again. I don't want to see him drop form. It will be very painful to see Kopama not improve next season because as it stands now, this is Alonso's system, and Alonso will only use players that is consistent and reliable. If Kopama is not reliable and consistent, Alonso might drop Kopama. Okay, Mr. Renzi is happy with the new manager. Normally, even if he's happy with the new manager, that does not mean that does not change anything. Alonso is looking for performance. He's looking for performance. So it's left for Kopama to show his improvements to Alonso. If Kopama did not show his improvements to Alonso, then the guy might get dropped. The guy might get dropped. Sincerely speaking, the guy might get dropped. That's just it. Kopama might get dropped. Now talking about our striker, Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro on the other hand, Joao Pedro on the other hand, I think it's going to be we don't know yet we don't know yet if Joao Pedro is even going to be our starting striker. But I know that we all know that Joao Pedro is going to be a starting striker under Alonso. We all know. But what if what if Alonso did not rate Joao Pedro? What if Alonso did not end up rating Joao Pedro? What if now let's just say Joao Pedro is going to be our starting striker next season. If he's going to be our starting striker next season, then we need players that we work with him. We need players that will work with Joao Pedro. Like for instance, last season now, Joao Pedro was isolated, no support. So it all depends on how Alonso builds the team. Because Alonso is not just building a random team. Alonso is building a team with one mentality. That is the purpose of his training. Alonso is building a team with one mentality. So I think Joao Pedro will do well. Joao Pedro will do well under Alonso. I'm expecting Joao Pedro to score at least 20 goals in all competition next season. Minimum 20 goals in all competition next season for Chelsea. That's just it. I'm expecting him to score 20 goals next season. Another player I still want to talk about is Caicedo. Because ever since this Enzo Fernandez situation has been going on, a lot of Chelsea fans have actually forgot what Caicedo is capable of. So Caicedo, on the other hand, under Alonso, what Caicedo needs somebody that will reduce the pressure from him in the midfield, because if Caicedo is in the midfield and is under pressure, then receiving a yellow card is inevitable if Caicedo is under pressure, because last season it was only Caicedo that was in the midfield. Enzo Fernandez was absent in the midfield, despite the fact that Enzo Fernandez is on the match, but he was absent. He was not that supportive in the midfield due to his sluggishness, because Enzo Fernandez is slow in the midfield, so he could not keep up with the intensity, which led to Caicedo having much pressure. That's why Caicedo always gets booked, get red cards, and so on. So if Alonso can find a midfielder that can reduce that pressure from Caicedo, then I think our midfield will be very, very balanced. Because the only person that was providing that comfort for Caicedo before was Andre Santos. It was as in Santos was the only one as in he was the only one providing that cover for Caicedo. So now that Santos is gone, we need somebody that will make the midfield stable. And I know Alonso will get the midfielder, but I don't know who the person is yet. Well, we're not even sure if the guy will get we're not even sure if we'll still go for Alex Scott. We're not even sure of that. We're not sure of that. We're not sure of that. Okay. We're not sure of that. Now looking at okay, Gemini, you see that I will not talk about players now. The right profiles are brought in, and the ones that are trash are get rid of. Okay. Fair points. Fair points. Fair point, Gemini is fair points. Fair points. Now, due to our signings so far, both our upcoming signings and the players that we have signed so far, how are you seeing our match against Fulham? How are you seeing our match against Fulham next month on the 28th? How are you seeing the match? Chelsea versus Fulham, our first Premier League match. How are you seeing the match? Mind you, Fulham are dangerous, but since they have a new manager, Abeloa, we don't know what Fulham will be capable of. We don't know what Fulham will be capable of. And Fulham, on the other hand, Fulham is a very stubborn team. So do you see Chelsea winning? Do you see Chelsea winning Fulham? And if we win, if even if we want to win Fulham, how many goals do you think we can score? What is your prediction? Okay. And Gemini, you are right. First game is always a pressure game. Many pressure. Our first game last season was what was our first game last season? Our first game last season was Crystal Palace. We played them at home. We played Crystal Palace at home and we draw the match. We draw Crystal Palace at home. We draw them at home. 1-1. I think Crystal Palace played low block. We draw them at home. Okay. Okay, Mr. Renzi, I see us winning. Okay, see us winning. That is good. Straight 3 points. Straight 3 points if we win Fulham. Then our third match will be Arsenal. Our second match will be I think our second match will be Brentford. I think second match will be Brentford. Second match Brentford. Then our third match will be against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Our third Premier League match of the season. That one will be a big test for Alonso. Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Emirates. And due to the past 5 years, Arsenal have been dominating Chelsea in the Premier League. They have been winning us countless times. I mean, they have been winning us many times, not countless times. They have won us for I think 5 straight seasons now. We have not beat Arsenal. We have only managed to register a draw with Arsenal. I only managed to register a draw with Arsenal. So Chelsea versus Arsenal, our third Premier League match on September, will be a very big test. To be a very big test for Alonso, generally speaking. Chelsea versus Arsenal, 1-1 or 2-2 or goalless draw. Really? I don't think so. I don't think that match will be a goalless draw. Alonso will concede goal. Alonso will concede goal, but Arsenal are still going to concede from us. Arsenal are still going to concede goals from us. But we don't know if it's going to be a draw or a one-way match. But both of the team will concede goals. I don't think that match will be a goalless match. I don't think so. I don't think so. Now there is something that just came into my head. What if Alonso go unbeaten in the Premier League? What if Alonso go unbeaten in the Premier League? As in win, draw, win, draw, win, draw, no lose. Unbeaten in the Premier League. What if Alonso actually went unbeaten in the Premier League? As in that would be a record. That would be a record. Unbeaten in the Premier League. That would be very nice. That would be very nice. I think our first 5 Premier League matches Fulham, Brentford, Arsenal, All City. I've forgotten the remaining two, but our first 5 match, the only strong one, is Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal. Renzi, we failed to win because we lack people to unlock low block and shots from long distance. But with Morgan Rogers and Kopama combo, then Rogers and Pedro, we will drop up down. It will be fire. Okay. Now my that is Chelsea's that is what Chelsea is lacking. Because we don't break low block and we lack long distance shots. We lack long distance shots. which is one of our downfall last season because we don't play outside shots. We always like to get close. We always like to get close. Okay. Renzi, Tega. The problem is Sanchez. No, Sanchez is not the problem. It's not the problem because Sanchez actually saved Chelsea a lot last season. It's just that we don't have if no matter how good a goalkeeper is, if the defense and midfield is not stable, then there is nothing the goalkeeper can do. There is nothing the goalkeeper can do. The only reason why you see David Raya as a good goalkeeper, it is because of Arsenal defense. That's the only reason. Okay, first season for Alonso, I wouldn't raise my bar so high against Arsenal, who we haven't beat since Lukaku era. Wow, that is a very very long time. That is a very very long time. Well, it's reasonable. It's reasonable not to. It is reasonable and correct not to put your expectation high on Chelsea beating Arsenal due to our records of losing against Arsenal. But actually speaking, if Alonso ends up winning Arsenal, then that would be a big statement. It would be a big statement, sincerely speaking. It would be a big statement. Okay, it would be a big statement. Now, some people are saying that we are going to be playing one match in a week, but that is not that is not true. Mind you, at first, maybe in the beginning of August and September, we'll be playing one match per week. And mind you, if we play one match per week, we are still going to play other match like Carabao Cup. We'll be involved in the Carabao Cup. That is too much. Too much. Now, if we are playing in the Carabao Cup with the Premier League, that is too much. And if we get to February, we'll play the FA Cup. So Chelsea, the only way we can play one match the entire season is if we get kicked out of the Carabao Cup and FA Cup at the early stage. That is the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way we can. That's the only way we can play one match per week. Okay. Very nice. Beating Arsenal is like winning a jackpot for me. I want it more, to be honest. Sincerely speaking, that's what we want because I'm tired of seeing Arsenal beat Chelsea. It's not. It feels somehow. It feels somehow. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. So if Chelsea end up beating Arsenal, then that is a big statement for Alonso. That's a big statement for Alonso. Sincerely speaking, that's a big statement for Alonso. Okay, that is a big statement for Alonso. Arsenal, on the other hand, Gabriel Saliba is currently injured, and Gabriel Saliba it will take Saliba months for him to recover from his injury. To take him months. Take him months. Now, there is one thing I want to ask: how many available midfielder are even in the Premier League apart from Adam Wharton and Bruno Gomes? How many available midfielder are in the midfield? How many available midfielder are in the market in the Premier League apart from Alex Scott and Bruno Gomes and Adam Burton, because those are the only names Chelsea fans are talking right now. Those are the only names. Those are the only names. Is there any midfielder in Manchester City you would like to take at Chelsea? Because if I don't think which City midfielder can even fit Alonso's system. Because I'm not sure this I'm not sure this I'm not sure this deal, Alex Scott deal. I'm doubting that deal. I'm doubting it. And it looks like Chelsea are looking in the Premier League for a midfielder. Chelsea are looking in the Premier League for a midfielder. So I don't think, okay. Sincerely, there are many midfielders, but getting the right ones to fit is the hardest. Yes, yes, there are many midfielders. Like in City now, in City we have that bench warmer Gonzalo. I think his name is Gonzalo at City. They have Matheus Nunes. I think that guy is a defensive midfielder. There is still a Joao Paulinho. They have Joao Paulinho. There is a lot of midfielders, but the right one, well, it's left for, as in if Alonso sees any midfielder that he likes, we will go for him. So right now we can't suggest any midfielder. Let's see who let's see who Alonso is going to get. Let's see who Alonso is going to get. And generally speaking, how are you guys feeling about Chelsea's kit not having a front of shirt sponsor? Because we're about to enter another season. We're about to enter another season without a shirt sponsor. And it doesn't make any sense. This is one of the aspects where Blueco is not serious at all. They are not serious. Because ever since they brought Chelsea up till now, we have not had a permanent shirt sponsor. We have not. Down to, because when they first came to Chelsea, Chelsea's shirt sponsor was that three that mobile I think mobile company that has the number three logo. That was our shirt sponsor. That number three. Then the next season, when we hired Pochettino, that was when we start becoming a sponsorless team. We start becoming a sponsorless team. We were having no front of shirt sponsor for the entire season till when it got to the middle of the season. We decided to sign a deal with Infinite Athletes. And when we and that contract was just from the middle of the season till the end of the season. The next season, we end up becoming sponsorless again, which eventually happened. We were still sponsorless the next season. We were sponsorless the next season, which is the season we signed that was the season we signed Jadon Sancho and Pedro Neto. That was the season. And that was the season we brought in Maresca. Chelsea was actually Chelsea was actually sponsorless throughout the entire season. When it was getting close to, let's just say, close to end of the season, we register a sponsorship deal with Damak, a Saudi company, till the end of the season. Then when the season finished, we were still sponsorless again, which is last season. Last season was actually the worst. We were sponsorless throughout. The only time we actually got a shirt sponsor was when the season was actually reaching its end. That was when we got a shirt sponsor, which is that AI company. And now again, we are still sponsorless. Right now, we are still sponsorless. It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. Blue Coat should look for a permanent share, if even if it's 20, even if it's 20 to 30 million per year. Let us secure that sponsor first. Then once Chelsea are becoming a consistent and stable team, we can request for bigger sponsorship deal. For now, let us just put a shirt sponsor in our shirt so that our kits can look relevant, because we are the only big team in the world. We are the only big team in the world that does not have a long-term shirt sponsor, which is kind of embarrassing. Sincerely speaking, it's kind of embarrassing. Sincerely, okay, Mr. Gemini, sincerely, there are many midfielders, but get okay, yes. Gemini, to be honest, I love Scott for his ability to carry the ball. He loves Scott for his ability to carry the ball and work rate. Another one is Andres Chima. Andres Chima and Mikel Jorgizo. Jorgizo, okay? I don't know about the last name. I know a little about Chima. I also like Ali Scott. I like Ali Scott very much. I just want Chelsea to get the guy. I don't mind Chelsea paying 80 million for Alex Scott. I don't mind. Jeremy Nice, the away kit is nice without the front of chest sponsor. I don't think so. It might look nice though, because I like the color black and gold. It looks nice, but at least we still need we still need a front of chest sponsor. Okay, Mr. Alex, what's up, Mr. Alex? How's the day today? How's the work? Hope everywhere is peaceful and quiet at Newcastle. Mr. Alex, Crystal Palace centre back to Chelsea. Here we go. Don't joke with me. Don't joke with me, Mr. Alex. I don't like all this kind of joke. I don't like all this kind of joke, Mr. Alex. I don't like all this kind of joke. As I'm talking to you right now, my notification is on. So any Chelsea news, I'll just see it now. And I've not seen any "here we go." I've not seen any "here we go." So Mr. Alex, don't play with my emotions, please. There is no "here we go" yet. There is no "here we go" yet. There is no "here we go" yet. But any moment from now, we are going to hear "here we go." Any moment. Let me just say from now till Sunday, here we go. From now till Sunday, here we go. We are going to hear it. We are going to hear "here we go" from now till next next week. So I think I think if Chelsea have a shirt sponsor, it will actually make our kit look more relevant. To make it look more relevant. Let's make it to make it look more relevant. Now talking about Morgan Rogers, how how many goals do you think Rogers will actually score next season? How many goals do you think the guy will score next season? How many goals do you think? The way I'm seeing it, because Morgan Rogers is a good playmaker. His link up play is very good. And if he can get close to the goal, he's going to score. He's going to score. Personally, for me, I think Morgan Rogers will register at least 18 goals and assists next season. 18 goals and assists next season. That's what I think about Morgan Rogers. 18 goals and assists next season. That's also what I think. And 18 goals and assists is not that bad now. If you can actually pull that off, 18 goals and assists is not that bad. It's not that bad. Fairly speaking, 18 goals and assists is not that bad. It's not that bad. Another player that I'm Another player that I'm still curious about is Esteva Williams. Is Esteva Williams because just because of game time and injury, Esteva was not able to score much goals last season. But the guy was a threat to opponent's defense. Esteva was a threat to opponent defense. Now here is what you Chelsea fans don't even know. I know that Cocorella have locked so many wingers. But guess what? Okay, yeah, nice. Talking about goals is crazy in it. Tega, we must first watch him play for us before we put the bar high. And realistically, that's 170 million price tag as God's pressure. Rivals will be talking. Chelsea is always under pressure to talk now. It's not a new thing. He will be under pressure. In fact, all eyes will be on Morgan Rogers next season. All eyes will be on him because the media always try to to talk about any little any little bad result about Chelsea. The media always find it interesting to talk bad about Chelsea. So if Morgan Rogers is going to be highly monitored next season, both Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans. So I won't that won't be new to me. It won't be new to me if the pressure will be on him. That is normal. That is normal. That is normal. Now, like as I was saying concerning Esteval would have actually gone far with his goals and assists. At least maybe he would have registered at least 15 goals and assists. But just because of injury, lack of game time, and when they were sacrificing him for Neto, that was why he could not do that. But if Alonso can give Esteval a place in a certain level, then Esteval is going to do well. Esteval is going to do very well. Seriously speaking, the guy is going to do very well. The guy is going to do very well. I don't know if Alonso is going to use wingers in his match because involves around Alonso football revolves around wing backs. Involves around wing back. Then the wingers, the traditional wingers, will drift to the midfield. They will drift to the midfield. So as in, I don't know what Alonso is going to do with Esteban Williams. I don't just know what they are going to do with Esteban Williams, but I have hope that he's going to be our starting right winger. I have hope of that. I have hopes of that. I'm talking about this guy, Joriato. Joriato is going to be a backup. Ato is going to be a backup for Levi Cowell because there is no place for there is no place for Ato in the starting level. Despite the fact that Chelsea rates him highly, there is no space for him. It will just be a backup for the guy will just be a backup for Cowell. And I don't think Alonso will use him as a wing back. I don't think so. That is where Pep Chavera and Palestra comes in. That is where both of them comes in because both of them will be the wing back that will progress the attack forward. That is it. That is it. So Chelsea are the way Chelsea are just moving in this transfer market and it's just surprising. As in, we are just quiet. We are just quiet. You can't even tell who Chelsea is about to sign right now. You can't tell because this Morgan Rogers deal it really surprised me. Sincerely speaking, it really surprised me. And I think that's the same thing we are going to do in our midfield. I think that's the same thing we are going to do in our midfield. Now let me even ask, as in, I've last season, I don't think I missed any Chelsea match last season. I always, as in, I was, as in, I stayed updated on all Chelsea match. I did not miss one single match. And one thing I hate in a match period is a international break. As in, I hate international break. 2 weeks break from football. I hate it. But the way this season is, I don't think there is going to be much international break this season. I don't think there is going to be much international break. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's only going to be at least two two international break, just two. Would you consider Frank Kessié at Chelsea FC is a free agent? No, 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 no. I won't. I won't consider him. I won't consider him. I won't consider him as a midfielder. I won't consider him at all. So, like as I was saying, as in one of the things I hate the most is international break, especially when the season is going very well. International break, but due to this World Cup, I think there will be less international break next season. There will be less because they just finished the World Cup. So I think maybe two international break, minimum two. And I just hope I'm correct because I can't stand international break, especially when the season have just begun. I don't like international break, seriously speaking. Okay, Mr. Magakpa, what's up? Spain destroyed Argentina by possession. Yes, 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 yes. That is not new now. Since on Sunday, they dismantled Argentina from the start to the finish. They dismantled them, and I was not surprised when Spain was playing 90% of the ball, I was not surprised. I was not surprised at all. So as I was saying, the truth of the matter is that some of our best moments last season was under Liam Rosenio. Our best moment last season was under Liam Rosenio, seriously speaking, because we did a lot of comeback under Rosenio. Remember when we were playing the Champions League against Napoli, we conceded 2 goals, but guess what? We equalized. We equalized by 3-2. 3-2. Even against I think it's against, if I'm not mistaken. There is one that yes, West Ham. I think it's West Ham. We concede 2 goals under Liam Rosenio. We concede 2 goals under Liam Rosenio, and they were still pressing us. I remember in that match we put in Ganacho, and Wan-Bissaka bullied Ganacho to this that Wan-Bissaka had to leave his own position to go and pressure Chelsea defense. That was when Liam Rosenio made some changes. The guy made some changes, and automatically we won the match 3-2. So I think our best moment last season as a Chelsea fans was under Liam Rosenio, because when he first came, the beginning was kind of fun because we were winning matches, even if we were losing to Arsenal. At least we were winning matches, and we were winning matches in the beginning, but later on things started falling apart. But nevertheless, I think most of our best moments as Chelsea was Liam Rosenio era. At the beginning, the guy really did very well. The guy really did very well. Sincerely speaking, he really did very well. But sincerely speaking, Maresca really messed up last season. Oh. Okay, Gemini's, would you consider Laporte as a centre back option to buy after Lacrosse? Absolutely, absolutely. I will consider that guy 100%. I will consider that guy 100%. I will consider Laporte 100%. How old is he? How old is Laporte? How old is he, by the way? But I know that he's, he's an experienced defender, and his age is very, very high. The age is very, very high. I would love the guy to come to Chelsea, sincerely speaking. I would love the guy to come to Chelsea. Now, as I was saying before, Maresca really messed up last season. Oh. He messed up big time. Because I remember when we played our first Champions League match against Bayern Munich, Maresca, Maresca decided to use the same lineup he used against PSG, and it did not work out. We got brutally beaten by Bayern Munich. The next match we played against United. We played against United, and we sustained a red card. We sustained a red card. Maresca started panicking and removed all our attackers and put in defenders and midfielders. Sincerely speaking, that was one of the biggest, as in, how will I call it? That's one of the biggest let down, as in let down in a coach moment. Jeremiah Steger, write this name out. I've scouted the next KDB or Bruno Fernandez. His name is Mastivi Kes- Kesla Kesla Keslak of Keska Moscow. Okay, okay. I don't know about the guy. I don't know about the guy, but how good is this guy? How good is this guy? How good is this guy? How good is he? How good? How good is this guy? How good is this guy? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Sincerely speaking, there were so many things Maresca did it last season that was unthinkable. Okay, Mr. Osin and hi sir. Chelsea from after has come out today saying Arsenal will win a squad this season. You mean quadruple? Okay. You're trying to say that Arsenal are going to win 4 trophies. You're trying to tell me that Arsenal are going to win 4 trophies. Then let's see how next season is going to be now. Let's see how next season is going to be. Let's see how next season is going to be. But I highly doubt that. But sincerely speaking, Arsenal are still the favourites to win the Premier League, and they still have a high chance of reaching the Champions League final. So I'm not concerned about Arsenal at the moment. I'm more concerned about Chelsea. I'm more concerned about Chelsea. So Mr. Angie, Mr. Angie, where are you chatting from, Mr. Angie? Where are you chatting from? And Jeremy Nice is very good vision on his elite level. Okay, that is good. That is good. Okay, Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal Football Club. Okay, quadruple. And they could not win. They won only the Premier League. Mm-hmm. Okay. How do I feel about the guy retiring? Well, I don't feel that much. I don't feel that much because I know that a lot of Chelsea fans are happy about the guy retiring. And the guy have cost Chelsea a lot. The guy have damaged. The guy have done some unforgivable moments, some unforgivable decision towards Chelsea. It's a good thing the guy retired. At least Chelsea fans are happy. But sincerely speaking, last season the guy was not that bad though. To Chelsea, the guy was not that bad. In fact, all the match that this guy blew for Chelsea last season, because the guy was always involved in Chelsea's match. So all the match that this guy blew for Chelsea, it was not that bad. At least we win most of those matches. We won. And the guy played fair. He played fair. But nevertheless, if Chelsea fans are happy that the guy retire, they're fine. I'm also happy too. But sincerely speaking, ever weakness ever once when I experience Ever since I experienced what the officials did to Chelsea last season, Anthony Taylor issue is not even surprising me at all because it is getting bigger than Anthony Taylor. Because last season, Chelsea got 11 red card. 11 red card. They got 11 red card. And majority of this red card, we did not even commit the foul intentionally. I remember against Arsenal, Boyakosaka had to push Kokorela away with his hands just. We really suffer in the hands of the ref last season because this one is even bigger than Anthony Taylor. Because if I remember last season when Chelsea were playing Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, Saka could not get past Cucurella. The only way Saka could get past Cucurella is to push Cucurella from the back, from behind. That is it. And when he pushed Cucurella from behind, Saka proceeded with the ball and ended up scoring a goal. The ref did not look into it. Even against Arsenal again, David Raya punched Joao Pedro on the face. And Declan Rice was just busy holding Joriato. Was just busy holding Joriato. No blow, there's no foul. No foul. Even against even against what do they call this team? Leeds United. Even against Leeds United, their equalizing goal is actually an handball, but they ignore it and allow the goal to stand. Calculating that this is bigger than Anthony Taylor. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him, seriously. And again, when when Caicedo was rushing to get the ball, he just mistakenly stepped on an Arsenal player toe, and at the end, he got a red card for it. The guy got a red card for it. So the officials have been brutally against Chelsea. The officials have been brutal against Chelsea, not only Taylor, not only Taylor. So it will even be a miracle to see Chelsea. It will be a miracle to see Chelsea as to see a ref that will blew fair for Chelsea. Fair. Not fair for one opponent, but fair for both outcome. Actually speaking, the officials really did Chelsea dirty last season. Imagine you are giving Pedro Neto a yellow card. You are giving Pedro Neto a yellow card. You do not even make it official by letting the player see the yellow card he was booked for. And at the end, when he committed the second foul, you gave him a red card. You gave him a red card. That was why Caicedo don't normally go aggressive while collecting the ball anymore because he knows that if any little thing happen, there's going to be consequences. That is it. So Caicedo have been very, very cautious. That's why sometimes Caicedo normally gets run by. Caicedo always lack in the midfield because he's playing it safe. He don't want to get a red card because officials are how I put it, they are very harsh towards Chelsea. Okay, Gemini Stega, would you consider of Wolf at CB. I think he is good. I don't know about the guy too much. I don't know about the guy too much, but I think I have to do my study about the guy. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him yet. The guy, the center back from Booth, I don't know anything about him. Sincerely speaking. Okay. Now I just hope the ref should not be that harsh on Chelsea next season, because if the ref still choose those their injustice action, then Chelsea are still going to struggle. We are going to struggle because once it's Chelsea that is a victim of any foul, they will choose to ignore it. But if it's another opponent, they will take action against Chelsea ASAP immediately. That is it. But anyhow, I just hope Alonso should get the right players for the job. I want him to get the right players for the job. Okay, so that is it. Sincerely speaking, I'm looking forward to see Chelsea preseason. Preseason will be starting on the 28th. I think the first match will be, I think, 2 p.m. The first match will be 2 p.m. Sincerely speaking, first match will be 2 p.m. So I'm looking forward to watch what I'm looking forward to the match. I'm looking forward to the match. So guys, I think this will be the end of my live stream because it's almost getting to 2 hours. It's almost getting to 2 hours. So thank you guys for participating on my live stream. Thank you very much for showing up today, Jeremy Nice. Uh, s- Elmala is not. Elmala is always not coming to my live stream that much anymore. I don't know what is going on with that. I don't know what is going on with him. He just came in today and went in early. The guy just came in and went in early. But nevertheless, nevertheless, I'm still going to come on live stream tomorrow because Chelsea news is heating up massively. The news is heating up massively. So I'm expecting to see you guys tomorrow. I'm expecting to see you guys tomorrow. So make sure to turn your notification on so that once I come on live, you are going to see me immediately. You are going to see me immediately. And sincerely speaking, concerning our, who knows, we might even see a new player arrive at Chelsea tomorrow. Minus the Valentine Barco deal that will be happening. Minus the deal that will be happening. Maybe we might see a new player tomorrow. Maybe Lacrosse, which is the most likely new signing. Maybe Lacrosse. That's what we might see. But nevertheless, see you guys tomorrow. And make sure to turn your notification on. I'm always active on my community tab. I'm active on my long form video and YouTube shorts. So thank you guys for your opinion and contribution. It means a lot to me. And make sure you guys stay updated on the latest Chelsea news. So see you guys on my next video.